Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this great wide world. It is Saturday. It is 3 Eastern. And yes, it is the command post. All right, we're back for it again. Ruff, Nate, how you guys doing?
I think it's wonderful. Brand new time earlier. I think it'll be better for everyone.
Yes,
And
for us lot over here as well, yeah, and
Yep.
and Europe and all that. So yeah,
Absolutely. Yep, it is. The time is correct, an hour earlier than normal. In fact, now this is the normal. So I think as we were discussing offline, off air before, that I think this is going to be better for everyone. And it's certainly better for us. I think we'll be able to do more shows more frequently. So yeah, looking forward to the new time and excellent. I'm glad Dragon X, it's better for you. 10 to midnight instead of 11 to 1. Woof.
Yeah. So well, the thing is I have a lot of stuff going on in the evenings, and like even tonight I've got something between 5. I got to be there between 5 and 6, so we probably wouldn't have had the show. So I was like, hey guys, do you mind if we just push the shows back from 3 to 5, because I think I'll be able to get more going on. It leaves my evenings open. So yeah. So we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be fun. So
That's right.
it's been an interesting week, and then going through everything and gonna start saying hi. So Ruff, what have you been up to for the week?
still playing Fields of Bloody Fire, looking after me chilies. Me cayennes are coming through now, and me piri piris, me bird's nests. Anyway, Fields of Fire still on there, and I don't mind this going back an hour because to me it's still wine o'clock. Lock and load, everyone.
Lock and load. That's what Category Sorrow says. It's dangerous to lock and load an hour early.
No, okay. Yeah, it's still 8 p.m. here. Contacted by Roy Matheson a few days ago from War Diary, the magazine, and he said, "All right, if I send you, copy and all that, and of course, magazine, I'm not going to say no." And I think he's got a new. They do some games as well as a solitaire naval game out, so looks like he might be sending me that. But he also has sent me the PDFs of a few of the magazines because, as you know, shipping from one pond side to the other, it's astronomical. But they do a PDF subscription for the year. That's 3 copies, I think, and sort of 20% discount voucher for bits and pieces. It's $18.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And I've got one here if you just want to quickly have a look. The quality is great. Hold on, let me just see if I can get share screen.
Okay, everybody, insert your joke about looking at magnifying glasses. This is the spot to do that.
Right.
Hold on, there we are. There we go.
Ruff's having trouble with the squirrels in the computer to actually move.
Yeah, the rubber bands are a little bit dodgy. But there we go. Oh, hold on, let me get that up again. Not that one. That one. Yeah, so it's you can then print it out if you want. This is the latest issue. But yeah, this is for a game talking about victory games, Vietnam 65 to 75. Some new scenarios for that. So yeah, you can see it's jam-packy pooed with lots of things. And yeah, I know he's sending me them, but it looks good.
I've always been impressed with War Diary magazine. I've had a couple issues. I think I did one year subscription, and I did read them. Now, granted, then I started my masters. So
yeah, it's not just Second World War. Here's the Congress of Vienna. A bit on that. So yeah, it looks.
So is there? Do you have a website that you can put up there, Ruff?
I could. It's 64 pages. So look, it's adverts in it. But there we are. What's this?
Quite a bit.
Yeah. So let me get up the Dubry. Now, what happens when I switch that over? No, it doesn't. I've got to do it again.
Hey there. Now, Ruff.
Now, is this Stevenage? Is that how you pronounce this?
Stevenage. Yes. Hi, John. Great. See, they like the time. Not Stevenage. No.
Stephen Age. It's
Stephen Age. Yeah. No. Take the notice, John. It's just being daft.
Now, Ruck, while you're at it, you should also put a link up to the Command Post Facebook group.
I've got that ready copied.
So
Here's
that
the
if anyone is watching the show and interested in joining the group and being part of it, there we will put the link up there.
let me put that up. I'll put it. You'll see it under my name there, and the.
I think
link.
it'll actually post under everybody. Yep,
Yes, it does. Both of us. Yeah. Let me get that.
Yeah, I'm unable to post anything, so.
Yes, you're still on trial. That's why.
I am. Yes, I've been on it like a.
I'd see Nate. I would love to have another admin, so then you could jump in and it would be so much easier that way. For sure.
Hold on.
We'll see. I'll wait for that to happen to get that.
Yeah, not worth spending all the money for it.
No, unfortunately not.
The Apprentice. Yes, I'm the. I've long been the Apprentice.
Yes. So while Ruff's getting it up,
that's it done.
Okay, so just Fields of Fire then? Nothing else going on for you? Just
no. It's I tell you what, I'm going on about the chilies and all that, but it's gone a bit bonkers. So that's the only thing I can get. I want to get it right. I want to get a playthrough out without people going, "You haven't got a clue, Ruff." Yeah, I just did thoroughly enjoying it. I enjoyed the Falklands one we did.
Yep, we do need to get back to finish that up, so that way we get it done.
There we go. Right.
Now, I want to share something I played with this past week. And let me share my screen that just kind of blew my mind of how much I enjoyed it. And it is this.
I figured you'd be playing that.
Yes.
Yep. I posted it on the group. And I played two scenarios, one scenario twice, and then a second scenario once, so 3 times altogether. What a good game! What a good game! I was so surprised how much this game is really good. I mean,
looks nice.
It's a beautiful game, a beautiful production. The only thing I wish was GMT would offer it as a mounted map, but besides that. The map is gorgeous. The units are gorgeous. Everything's gorgeous in it. The rules, really easy to understand. But there's a lot of depth in the choices that you get to make. Essentially, to analogize it to another game system that I think this is like, it feels very much like great campaigns of the American Civil War.
Oh,
but it's in the 30 Years' War.
I had heard somebody similar saying that.
Yeah, I believe it was Justiguard that mentioned it online. And yeah, it definitely feels that way. You have a lot of maneuver. Of course, there's battles in there, and the battles can be very decisive. So, like, for instance, in my first scenario was the Bohemian Revolt, which you see set up here, and where historically the Habsburgs, the Imperials, come in and they defeat them at the Battle of White Mountain, and then they take Prague, and basically the whole Bohemian Revolt falls apart. In this game, however, in my playthrough of it, the main Imperial commander, the Johann Serkla, or the Count of Tilly, he died on the battlefield, and his army dissolved. And so the Protestants were able to move in and take Vienna, and basically the 30 Years' War was over as quick as it started. And
wow, that's pretty interesting. So
yeah, and then I played the second scenario, which was the second scenario is where after the Bohemian Revolt's put down in real life, the Imperials move on this place called the Palatinate. To take out the usurper king of the Bohemian throne, Frederick V, and they take him out and take out the Palatinate. But in my scenario, the Protestants won again, and I'm like, maybe God's a Protestant in this game or something,
All right, you're stepping on those toes where you're like getting into
right. And then a little edgy there, and but really good game. Really impressed with the game. One that I'm going to be playing many times. Speaking of that, I got my expansion for Europa Universalis as well a couple days ago. So super excited to try it out because I also got a bunch of like deluxe stuff with it. So like for instance, this card holder that
Oh, you've gone all sort of all in, have you?
oh yeah, and I got nice sleeves for the cards.
Yes, you can't. You know,
he's starting
So-
with his sleeves.
So everything
as the
is
monkeys say, you know, the monkey pop group of the '60s. I am a sleever. You know,
and yeah, so I'm excited to play Europa Universalis finally. I have everything. I mean, it's going to be a giant game to play. But
Yeah, Dragon X went all in as well too.
right,
so-
yeah,
Nice.
I think if you love the game and you obviously do, Nate, why not have all the bling? We love our bling, don't we?
oh yeah, I mean, it has
Speaking of
like
all in. Ruff, I
double
don't know if
layered
you
mats
heard-
for everything.
Yeah. Ruff, I don't know if you heard, because I know you're an Arkham Horror fan. I don't know
saw,
if you
I was going to
heard.
mention it. Yes, second edition
Yes,
is
they're
coming out again.
reissuing the second edition Arkham Horror. They're remastering it. It's going to have a whole bunch of cool stuff with it, and they're re-releasing all of it. I'm afraid to see what the all-in
I
cost
don't
is
know what
going
it
to
is,
be.
but I'm
boy.
going to pay for it monthly. I'll tell you.
Yep. Well, one thing I went all in, Ruff, and you'll love this. I got this the other day.
Oh, good boy.
Oh,
Is that the new? I haven't got those yet. I didn't go into
Yeah.
it. I didn't get those because
That's season 4. I think it's the final season too, but that's season 4.
Yeah.
Also, I busted out some games I haven't played yet. I finally busted out Arkham Horror, the card game, because I had bought the original box. I am having fun with that. I've just kind of got into that. So
The card game. What's
the card game, yeah. Yep. It's like a living card game.
it's a bit. Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Yes,
Yep.
I've got the original and the second one that
Yep,
came out.
The Dunwich Horror, I think, is the
Yes,
second
yes,
one.
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
I just couldn't keep
I've
up
got
with
that
it.
out. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
it's fun.
it's basically a smaller version of Arkham Horror, basically.
Yeah.
Is the best
No,
way.
it is fun.
Except
but
for
I
it's a
wasn't-
little more scenario based.
Yeah. It's just
but-
that those packs come out too quickly for me.
So last show we talked about GBACW Simple.
Mhm.
So I reached out to our friend Camp Sawyer, and 2 weeks ago we got together, just me and him, just offline and everything, and we played Simple GBACW.
And
I love it. It is so
Oh,
much fun. It will be great. He said he was at one of the, I almost said conference, but conventions,
mhm.
and somebody played almost all of the second day, or like all the first day into the second day of T-Dog with the Simple, and then somebody played just the second day with the full version and barely got through half the day in like 3 days. But
God,
the Simple version, it went through the first day and I think through most of the second day too. So
But
it
that's
is definitely
quicker.
a lot
Hmm.
cooler. There is some gaminess to it, but
Yeah, but as we
Yeah.
said, we mentioned last week, you know, it's use the simple rules because it's quite a crunchy game.
mhm,
And then if you're happy with those, keep with them. But then that gives you a good, you can sort of, because they are unlike GBOH,
yeah,
they're two separate packages. This
Mhm.
one, I believe, from what Hexy was saying, you can transform into the full rules.
yeah. There's a lot of similarities to it. And honestly, Ruff, there is a one-turn scenario. That's what we played, and I've kind of played it with the counters and everything. And the counters are so small, I may be just going to vassal on all of that because I am having trouble. Even though I have tweezers, yeah, no, that it's not really the size; it's my fat fingers, and I'm not coordinated enough
right.
to keep the set.
You've got
I mean,
Homer
the nice
Simpson,
thing is,
Homer Simpson fingers. Yeah.
yes, yes, and honestly, it's just clearer on the vassal a lot of times. But we will definitely add that to our gameplay, Ruff, because I think you
All right.
will definitely enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If you liked Blind Swords, and kind of this is even easier than Blind Swords, but
Oh,
it's still
crikey,
got some
right.
depth to it. That's what
Yeah.
I like. It kind of simplifies the rules, but there's still depth to it. It's still crunchy, and I really enjoyed it. We had a good time. And then I posted my Fields of Fire 2 playthrough. And I start, which I've made a few mistakes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's been great. I've corrected a few of them.
I enjoyed watching that, and also you did it with Mike, didn't you?
Yes, I was gonna say Mike emailed me. He's like, "Hey, I wanted to do that with you." He's like, "I'm like, okay, let's do it." Because the more I play it, and I can tell you, they've gone this way. They are not similar at all. My live game, I've lost 2 platoon commanders, which is not good.
It is bonkers, isn't it? Because Tweez did a playthrough as well, and he was losing people left, right, and center with it.
Yep. I'm learning how to reconstitute platoon leaders now, which you've never had to do in any game I've ever played because I've never lost a platoon. Because you can't help it. They've got to come in on the boats. At least one has to come in on the boats. And but me and Mike are having a good time where we're coming across some questions that we've got clarified for, and Andrew's been a great help, and anybody that's been on that is quoted and or done so. I'm going to stick with that. That is a lot of fun. I am having a blast with that. Dragon X says he's tempted after our last episode. They're not cheap. I would still go with 3 Days of Gettysburg. I know it's pricey, but there's so much in that box. On the simple, you have 11 scenarios on the simple GBACW out of that. And that includes the full campaign.
I think, isn't the smallest one the buy swords and bayonets?
Yes.
But that doesn't come with the simple rules, though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, but there's a upgrade kit, which I've actually bought because I have all the rest of them. Do I need 2 Gettysburg games? Yeah.
It's like tactical.
They're different.
Tactical games, Dragon.
Yeah.
Just one more.
And he has a most fearful sacrifice, or a most fearful sacrifice, right? Yeah.
Yep.
They're different enough. It is definitely more tactical. Dragon X, it's more tactical and more, I don't want to say simulated, but a little bit more like there's a little bit more realism to it. I mean, they're all fantasy games anyways when it comes to do that. So yeah.
What? You're telling me that all my war games are fantasy?
Okay, let me put it this way. Alternate history. There we go. They're no matter what, even if the overall result is the same, it's still an alternate history because it got there, I guarantee, a different way.
That's right. Now, we do want to, now we're 20 minutes into the show.
Yeah.
We want to tell people that the topic for this show
eventually
is on Paul. I'm gonna play it soon. I'm gonna play Huber soon. I promise I will. It's just, I know when I look at that box, I get intimidated by how much there is to learn. But I know I'm gonna enjoy it because I love the artwork and just the subject and everything. But the topic for today, if you haven't seen it from the thumbnail or the title on the video, is modern war games, what we consider to be the best modern war games. Now, there's a question that people have asked of what is the sort of definition of modern war. Well, we kind of took the broader approach, a broader definition of basically anything post World War II would be considered quote unquote modern war. And this also includes those hypothetical games as well, those hypothetical subjects. So we have, yes, from World War II onwards. So this could be Vietnam, Korea.
Saying other people's mileage may vary, as they say. Mm-hmm. This is what we've decided on. So it's not correct. It's not it's just what we have.
Exactly. Which I don't recall that we've ever actually done an entire show on these sort of topics before, like post World War II.
Sorry,
I think we've mentioned them, but I don't think we ever had a dedicated one. So
no, I don't. The most is the one we had Mitch on. I think we did, and we talked about the Next War series, but not overall. Not the overall. But I think it's interesting to go through. I was like, hey guys, we haven't really talked about this. And the funny thing is now I'm going all ancients. I hate this. It's like I started talking about this. I'm going, well, so Hardcore History, if you guys don't listen to Hardcore History podcast, I recommend it. Right now he's doing an Alexander series. It's called Mania for Subjugation, or Subjugation for Mania, and it's on the 4th part. So basically, Alexander is now on Darius's soil, just past the Battle of Granicus, and he's starting there. And then I started watching. Netflix has an Alexander series, kind of a docudrama series type thing, documentary. And then I'm like, they're talking about all these battles. So then I pull up this box, and of course they have all the battles that were talked about. So I'm like, crap. Now I want to pull these up and start playing this.
You know what, Tony, what you need to get is you need to get this.
I've heard that.
Very good game.
But that'll be for a different topic. That'll be for a different day.
It will be.
I always think it's funny. I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to talk about some of the modern war games, because we really don't talk about them, because some people are there, and I don't hold this against them, but it's too soon for some of the games.
Sure.
Too close afterwards. So a lot of times World War II is kind of like that. Anything before World War II and before is kind of like, okay, it's far enough away. And honestly, I'm starting to feel like Korea and Vietnam are far enough away in the aspect that we know a lot more about them, and we know kind of the hidden stuff about them.
Well, it's not so much that it's too soon. I think there are people that just don't like modern warfare games, and that's fair enough.
True.
And most of them, though, are all hypothetical. Not much actually happened, thank goodness. From sort of like 80s onwards. Whereas Korea and Vietnam, awful, but it's a little way back.
I mean, it's like Tony said. I do see that the closer that we get to today and the games, that I do see more people's they remember things, they lived those experiences, they saw them on the news, or maybe they were there in the war or whatever, or they knew people that were there, and so there's a lot more connection involved. So there is sort of an emotional aspect to it, and so some people don't want to play certain topics, which is perfectly fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
For me, I have no problem playing any of those, because I see the game as it's a game, and it's sort of like you said, Tony, earlier, it's a fantasy. It's fantasy. It's not real. And so I can sort of divide my mind that way. Some people, they choose not to. Perfectly fine. It's up to everyone on what topics they want to play. But I will say there has been some really interesting games, though, that have come out.
I didn't realize how many I've got, Nate.
Sorry. I know. I was down. I had 8. I couldn't believe.
Well, I've only got 7 out. I've got Spruensleader, but and World at War.
Yeah, you can almost count most of DVG stuff as modern. A lot of their stuff is. So yeah, it's interesting when you look at it. It's really, there's a lot of categories on this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, now, exactly. And I get that.
Now, Dragon X, I do have a book today that will help you get into one of these eras.
What's it? Roman Wars of the 20th century.
That's right. Right. The Roman Empire never fell. And it's still around.
It did, no, it didn't. Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing, because when we look at it, sometimes it's harder to separate the politics of modern conflicts or present or contemporary politics. I like the word contemporary. I think contemporary is a better description than modern.
Sure.
I think contemporary conflicts, which many people have mentioned, and I do like that term.
Yeah.
There's a lot of politics involved, and that's the one thing we don't want to get into is when we pull these games up.
Sure.
We're not saying who is good, who is bad. We're not going to say if it was a good conflict or a bad conflict.
Right.
It's one way to study conflicts. Elephants in the Bocage.
That made me laugh, Coy. That made me laugh.
I like. Hey, you know what? That Bocage was started during that time period when the Romans were. That's when that Bocage started to really build up. It wasn't there yet, but that was when it got. So we just want to make sure that everybody understands that we're looking at like the games and interesting and things like that.
Dave.
Yep. Well, yeah, Red Strike by all means. New Cold War, and remember this would be like Cold War gone hot, which there are tons of games of that, which is a very interesting.
Yeah, Christoph. Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. With conflicts like World War One, because everyone is dead that was ever associated with World War One. Historians are now saying that we can actually now more or less study it now really well, because there is a lot less emotion involved in it, and there's a lot less bias involved, because there are so many people now removed from it. And just think, that's 100 years. So to think about the books that are coming out nowadays about Vietnam, about Korea, about even the war on terror, that it's going to take a long time before historians are really able to come up with some really good histories of those periods.
I will say the one thing that has come out of Vietnam, and there's a whole movie about it, and that is the Pentagon Papers, where they actually studied the war while it was going on. Bob McNamara had issued or had asked them to do that, to look back on historians. Now, what they didn't plan was it coming out before the end of the war, when they realized they couldn't have won the war as early as 1964. So, they came out earlier than it was supposed to. There's a great movie on that. It's called The Post.
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer.
I play that in my government class when we talk about the First Amendment and freedom of press. It's a really good movie that kind of goes over that. So,
yeah, Stuart. I wasn't alive then, but the Falklands is definitely fascinating.
I would wait for Fields of Fire 3 to come out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I remember watching it on the telly.
See, my first.
There was never a way to segue Fields of Fire into that.
We're terrible, aren't we, Tony? Terrible.
Yes. Yeah. Nowadays it is easier because there are a lot more sources and stuff. Also, the other thing that with contemporary is a lot of times the losers are still alive, and we can get their viewpoint from them. One of the things I liked about Ken Burns' Vietnam documentary is he actually got NVA soldiers and generals and stuff like that. He actually interviewed them and got their aspect on the Vietnam conflict as well. So kind of seeing that, because as you know, Nate, being a study of ancients, generally, if somebody took over a area, they enslaved or they killed all the population. So the losers actually didn't have a voice at all at that point. So, yeah.
That's true. You reminded me of that there was a really good documentary series put out by CNN back in 1998 called The Cold War, narrated by Kenneth Branagh, of all people. It was really good.
I would listen to that just because of his voice, honestly.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll believe anything that guy says.
You know what? In real life, he talks like that. In real life, he does. That's posh accent he puts on.
But
he is Shakespeare trained, so that doesn't surprise me.
True. But they interviewed a ton of people for that show from the Soviet side. They interviewed Fidel Castro, and a bunch of people that were all connected to the events of what was going on, which is really cool. But it's also important for a historical point of view, is that's only one perspective, that there's always two sides, sometimes three sides. Yes, I do. Yes, thank you. So anyway, we should get to some games.
Yeah, definitely. So what have you guys got? I mean, I'm going to have to turn around and pull a lot of stuff off my shelf, which is kind of nice that I can do that. Unlike Nate, who's is in a closet behind the...
I could, but I've done it, being professional, anyway.
Yes, I still refuse to get rid of these.
Won't be long.
Nate, you see, this is when I first started, I was up in my study. Yep. That's still up there, and those are still filled with books. I've even pulled books off and given them away or donated them so I could put newer books on them. So there's certain books I'm getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I like this I like this genre in the past. I don't like it anymore, so I'm just going to grab these off and
Yeah.
somebody else can read them, donate them. My history books never. They keep getting built. And matter of fact, I have a shelf for all my master's books. So all the books
nice.
and stuff I use for my master's, I just have a shelf for that. Which a lot of them are still books that I will use because they're Cold War books. I had a European history and politics, but yeah. So
yes, Ian.
actually, they want to play more games.
Everything after Ian, everything after Romulus Augustulus is modern.
Talk about books and your study books. All my study books, they're probably all out of date now because it's biochemistry. It's moved on tremendously. They'll probably be thinking they're talking gobbledygook now. But anyway.
Oh man, you set yourself up for a joke that I can't say.
Go on. Everybody else wouldn't.
I mean, I was thinking, like, do you remember when Darwin was publishing? You know,
good friend. I knew his cousin.
That's right. I
feel like a young guy. I've been around so many people where I'm the old guy in the room that I get made fun of for being the old guy. You know, I had my birthday just two Mondays ago, and yeah, it was one of those things. So I feel like I'm the young guy now. We're all running after, Nate or Ruff on that. So
that's right. I agree, Forlorn. I think this is a lot better.
Nate reads his rule books in Latin.
Every time I walk into a room, it's that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Ruff, what's the first game?
Well, what do I do? I mean, I'm
just going to base mine because I think I have the same ones that you guys have. So as soon as you guys pull them up, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good one.
We've mentioned Spruance Leader, so that's something. The only thing that annoyed me with that is I had to print off another bloody rule book. But anyway, that's beside the side. And the other one that Category Solo mentioned, another great game, is Lock and Load, World at War 85. But it's hidden under some other games, so I couldn't get it out. So I thought I'd try.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too. MBT. Yeah. Because that's basically Panzer using.
Let's do that then.
There you go.
Yep. MBT, which I have MBT and the
book Germany.
Yep.
Yeah. I love Panzer, as you know. Not played a great deal of this. This is a bit more sort of lot going on because the missiles go on for 50 miles when you fire at something.
Yeah, you can fire across most of the maps without too much of a problem. It's just, can you see them? That's the
whereas the Soviets have to get up to 1 hex, for a chance to really damage. But but that is a great, if you like sort of tank on tank, because each one is a tank. It's not a squadron or whatever. You can put squadrons together. So recommend it.
Was this true?
It was, but he re-released the new book.
Yeah. Yes. That's why I had to sort of say. That's why it's cost me. God knows how much printer cartridges cost to print it out again. But I've got it.
It's really good though. Like, I've read it, and it's on my list because I read it because I wanted to play it a while back, and I just didn't get to it. So.
Here we are.
Yeah. Main battle tank. MBT stands for main battle tank.
Main battle tank, yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. It's all printed. See what I mean? It's not a small rule book. It's like good God, it's
I'm gonna say it's not a small rule book, but it's very large print, lots of colored pictures, and it's only 2 columns.
Yes, and it is a much better rule book. Mm-hmm. And they had to do that with Dean's other game, B17. They brought out 2nd edition, which tidied things up. But yes, so MBT. Okay.
Well,
I'm kind of curious what Nate's got. Like, this is like, I know Nate is Ancients in World War I with some World War II added on. Mm-hmm. Maybe some Civil War, but I'm kind of curious. Yeah,
I got a little sprinklings of everything besides Ancients in World War II. So this one I haven't played it yet because I know that it's going to take a lot, and it's not very solo friendly. But it's kind of considered the quintessential game on this conflict, and so I thought I have to get it while it was out and when it came out, and that was Vietnam, 1965 to 1975. Our the friend of the show, Mitch Land, was the developer for this, and I going through this. They did an excellent job from what I could see. Everything looks really good. There's good examples of play in it. The cover art is really cool. That's very iconic.
You can't go wrong with a Hui, can you?
No, I look at the game box and Fortunate Son starts playing in my head.
The quintessential Vietnam song that gets put in your head. Yep.
Exactly. And so, like, basically, in my mind, I'm thinking, if I want to play a game on Vietnam, I want to play the whole thing on Vietnam, I get this game. And like, this is the quintessential game. I wish that it was a little more solo friendly, but I understand because of the nature of the conflict, because there's so much hidden stuff there and hit and run tactics in the Vietnam War, that it's kind of hard to do that. So, yeah, but that is my game. I didn't know, Ruff, when you were mentioning earlier about the War Diary, that there was an article for new scenarios for it. So
there you go.
That might be more incentive
Might
for
be
me to
worth
get War
$18 for you to go and get your 3 copies for the year.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Vietnam, 1965 to 1975. So incredible looking game.
Yeah, that is a fun game, Coy. I was gonna just pull that one, but we kind of did that. I'm kind of trying to find a different game for different topics that we have not, that are not, like everybody's Vietnam. We've got, kind of Cold War going hot. But when I was taking my European history class, they actually did a lot about the French-Algerian War.
Oh, yeah.
So Colonial Twilight, the coin game, the 2-player coin game. It was the first 2-player coin game. So this is the French-Algerian War from 54 to 62. So
now, do you have trouble with Algiers and Algeria in there?
That was a former host. Yes, no,
we love you, Nestor. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I know. Save South Vietnam is Bob Fanoff's game.
That's the one that's the one that Coy mentioned. It's a solo game, isn't it?
Yep. Totally solo.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of fun.
Small little map, there's not a lot of space needed.
Sark, that's a really good. I've heard so many good things about the Fleet series, and I think, if I am not misremembering, that Compass was supposed to do like new versions of them.
They're doing a full errata version of it.
Okay.
Complete with wrong rules and everything. So I'm joking.
Hey, Mike, it's good to see you. But
hey,
so Ruff, what's the next game on your list of modern war or contemporary war?
As somebody again has mentioned it. I've toyed with this. This is a very crunchy game, of course.
Why that one in particular?
Because it was the one I could get. They are very hard to get hold of.
Yep.
And this one,
the 6 seems to be one you can get regularly without.
It's still not cheap, and it was an Punch copy. Little bit of tiredness around the edges, but it is 1985. For goodness' sake, this came out. So
cool cover.
Yeah, it's a cool cover. It's 2 maps as well, which makes it awkward for me with my table. So you've got to sort of, if you watch the OG, the original Grognard, he had to put boxes under his table to sort of bring it out a bit and so he could put the 2 maps on. But yeah, it's they're worth a watch. Sixth Fleet.
Now, there's one game. So your game reminded me of a game that I don't have because I heard that it's going to be redone at some point by VUCA, and that is a Mark Herman classic game called Gulf Strike. I've heard so many good things about this game. In fact, I believe. Oh, and you have it. Excellent. And this has desert. They added Desert Storm in it and Desert Shield after the war came out. But I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, that people in the military actually used the game to kind of simulate of what potentially could happen in the lead up to Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and Desert Storm. This
is the one that Mark sort of originally collaborated with Yves Rattel, who did Red Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Mark's done what he needed to do, and it's now Yves on his own sort of bringing that out. But yeah, it's a redo of Gold. This is crunchy. This is
it
bonkers? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even on the back there. Look, complexity. It's got off the scale.
Wow.
And the problem with a lot of the modern warfare or contemporary warfare is the fact that it can be complicated. There's a lot of complicated systems. The weapon systems are much more complicated. It's not just aim and shoot. There's a lot more to it.
I think also in the 80s, there were a lot of these complex games coming out to sort of fulfill what people wanted then. They wanted something crunchy. They wanted something big and, you know. So that's why a lot of those sort of VG games are that way, I think.
I mean, like, just look how massive Red Strike is.
I did get that. I did get mine out as well.
Oh, man.
It's stupidly big.
It's massive.
Stupidly big.
I mean, you definitely would want to get probably one of the best things I bought was those if I can pull them out, the Cube for Me trays that organize the whole game and to make it much easier to set up.
The only thing I'm disappointed with is that they had to redo the rule book.
Yeah,
there's some stuff there. I mean, I've played this with the designer. Treated me like, of course, I've not played it. So we did one of the sort of beginning scenarios, and I sat down with Yves and at PunchCon a couple of years. Was it 3 years? Anyway, and played a bit of that. It's cool, but it is a crunchy game.
Yeah, because the one thing that I like about in Red Strike is I'm very, very much interested in the naval aspect of the Cold War gone hot, and that's included in here of the Atlantic and the Soviet submarines out there and everything. So, yeah.
You do get a bit of that with Spruance-Leader. It's a little bit more light. Well, again, it's got some bits.
That's one of the more crunchy leaders,
crunchy leader games, because Dean Brown does do like B-17 and Spruance-Leader. They're more crunchy than the other DVG games.
Mm-hmm.
It's got sort of naval submarines and all that sort of thing. So yes, if you want that,
so I've got a game. I've got a game on a topic that I guarantee neither of you have a game on. Save Afghanistan, comrade. It's the Soviet Afghanistan.
That's the guys, that can't post over here, the rotters. Isn't it?
So I think Second Chance Games has them, by the way.
Do they now? Oh, right.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you sod. You shouldn't have told me that.
Because it's in the boxes now. They have real nice boxes.
Right.
And I need to thank Bob again. I know he watches this later, but I would need to thank Bob again. I was actually asking him about the Save South Vietnam, and I asked him a few questions, and he's like, "Oh, here, let me send you a new version," and he sent me the box version. So I need to thank him for that one. But this is a lot of fun, and you can see, to me, there's similar conflicts between the Vietnam and Afghanistan.
Yep.
In this case, very, very similar. This is actually considered Soviet's Vietnam is the best way I can describe it.
Yep.
But
absolutely
same idea. There's a lot of same ideas, similar ideas between the two, but I really enjoyed enjoyed these quite a bit. So
What's his surname?
what, Bob?
Yeah.
Fanoff. It's like
Oh, right, right. Yeah.
Fanoff.
Right. Gotcha.
I got it somewhere. It's PH. The F sounds PH.
Oh, it's posh. All right, it's posh. Okay.
Now, let me. Oh, it's out. Is it? Is it?
Don't do a.
Oh, no. I was looking for a game on publisher website to show, and they said I thought I was tempted to buy it, but it's actually out of stock, so I can't buy it.
Well, that'll teach you not to get it when it's in stock, then. Won't
I
it?
know. I'm a dummy.
Oh, Armageddon. Yeah, that's right. Well, no. So there's Graveyard of Empires, which is the Afghanistan game by Flying Pig Games, kind of the card game, which they also have the Vietnam version of it as well. And then they do have Armageddon, but I think that's
I think it's called Armageddon
Compass.
Out Here.
Yeah. Also the Goose Green for MMP, for the Tactical Combat series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I try so hard. I've got a few of the games. Jess has sent me some. Just trying to get into that.
Which that reminds me. Don't both of you have a game that's banned in Argentina?
Yes, we do. Yep.
Allegedly. It's not really. It's a great piece of
Mrs. Thatcher's War. Yes, very much so. Great game.
Yeah. I didn't realize. Also, the British way. I think.
You can.
That's
all post World War II. Yep.
Fascinating game.
I've got the expansion as well.
I
didn't realize it came in a plastic bag though, so God knows how I'm going to get it into the box.
You have to take out the insert. I think it'll be okay because it's not like extra boards or anything.
The insert goes the first day I unpack it. So.
Yeah, as soon as you open it, the insert's gone. Well, Rob, we haven't even talked about the game we've been playing, like left and right here. That's considered that you could do modern. Fields of Fire.
They get bored when we mention Fields of Fire.
Wait. What was that name of that game again?
Well, apart from Arnhem, the other two go into the modern era. Bear Trap, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Fields of Fire, Volume 3, with Falklands and Afghanistan. So,
and then Fields of Fire 2
when we get together with the guys again, Andrew and Colin. We're going to try a bit of Afghanistan, I think.
Yeah, we're going to finish off Falklands and then do Afghanistan, I think, because there's some different mechanics on that one. You can't just...
Yeah, you mustn't shoot civilians.
Yep.
Which can happen.
That would be a good thing or a bad thing to do.
No, it's a bad thing. Let's be honest. Oh, right. Good, Coy. Good. I've got sleeves and things.
It's only a couple decks of cards and some
I was waiting for someone in the chat to mention it. I wasn't going to. I was waiting. Sark mentioned it. He says, I'm surprised no one has mentioned Twilight Struggle yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because this has been, when I first joined the wargaming hobby, this was, okay, there you go, 1989.
Yeah, that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when I joined the wargaming hobby in 2018, I remember just seeing left and right the number of people questioning, is Twilight Struggle a war game? And
well, it's like saying it's a coin game. It's a coin game, a war game. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Back and forth. And I just love it. Like, I don't participate in it. I just sit back. I just watch, eat my popcorn and have fun watching the debate. I've played Twilight Struggle and I did not like it.
I haven't. I have the app, and that's the only way I'll play it, and I'm not a fan of it either.
No, and the other thing they say is once you know the cards, you can. It's like playing bridge. You know, once you know what you just know what to play, when to play it, and those sort of games aren't for me. I know people love it. Yes, I don't start. Shush, Christoph, behave yourself.
Oh man.
Coy likes it, but it's sure not a war game.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it's a war game,
coin games, war games.
I mean, for the longest time, Twilight Struggle sat at the top, one of the top games on BGG. And it does technically sit in the war category. And so, okay, sure, whatever. But I mean,
it's
like it's a cool game.
Nobody mentioned this.
Mention this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got the big box too? Did you get the big box? Yeah,
I did.
So
I ordered just the big box so I could fit all the expansions. And there's another
just as
expansion
gamey though as Twilight. Once you know the cards.
No, because
okay.
they're not split up so Twilight Struggle is split up into eras. This is just all mixed up, and this is definitely a war game because you are eliminating units.
Right.
Yes, I would consider this definitely a war game because it is. It is. Now there is the politics to it, but that's just more of a grand strategy part. But
that makes it more interesting, doesn't it?
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts.
Thunderbolt, that's got the politics in it, and that's what intrigues me about it. So anyway.
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts on this game. So
never played it.
I've played it a little bit, like twice. I've gone through it. I got the Steam game, so it automates it as well. And I generally I'm not a fan of CDGs. But this one has been on my to sell pile, and then I take it off, and then I put it back on the sell pile, and then take it off multiple times because one, the idea of a game that covers the entirety of the War on Terror is just really neat because I'd love to have a game, covering that. One, I remember I lived through it all, and so remember when it started and remember when it ended. And just the idea of a game on that topic is really cool. But also, I just have the core box. I don't have the expansions. But
solo friendly,
very solo friendly, has a bot in it. But just being able to, there's, like you said, there's war in it where you're moving troops around, but you're also trying to stabilize the region. But if you're the Islamist side, you're trying to destabilize it or put a nuclear weapon in explosion in the United States or whatever. But just the idea of the game seems really, really, really cool.
Can I tell you, have you done the second expansion? Have you tried it with the second expansion?
No.
I will be honest with you. That makes a difference.
Really? I
played this game probably 7 or 8 times with a guy in one of the groups I was in. We played online a lot. And we played this box game, the core game, plenty. And then when that second one came out, I felt it really made the game so much better.
Okay.
Because you can get into the Arab Spring, you can get into there's some different mechanics in it that make it really more entertaining. Unfortunately, you go through the box game. You can play just the expansion. You don't have to play it all the way through.
Okay.
But what we did is we played the core game. You go through the deck, and then you play the expansion game, and you go through that deck. And when you get to the expansion game, the timing happens to where you add, like I said, the Arab Spring, a lot of different things that really adds a lot to the game. We played it a lot. I really do enjoy it, and maybe you and me should get together and play it sometime and work on that and have fun with it because I loved playing that game. I loved playing it.
I love the asymmetry that the game has, where not everyone can do everything, and both sides have different things that they can do. I love the concept of the game. It hasn't quite clicked for me yet, but I'm not willing to get rid of it quite yet. Christoph asked earlier, is Mr. President a war game? Now, so I'll ask you guys first, and I'll save mine. I don't want to take up the space.
First thing I want to do, if I may, is to put up the link for the command post on Facebook because even recently we had somebody join who used to watch the show and then didn't realize we had a Facebook page. So I'll put that up
Cool.
again. There we are. Go along and join. Be great. Put all your pictures. Tell us what you're up to. Moan at poor old Ruff if you want. I'm used to it. But yeah, come along and have a look. Because I've only played it a limited amount of time, there is stuff because you've got these countries. You've got China. You've got Middle East doing naughty things, and you have to keep control of all of that. So from a political, sort of geopolitical standpoint, it has sort of conflict potential in it.
Hey, Stuka Joe.
Stuka! Rather than actual tanks and
Yeah.
men. So yes, it's that thing again, isn't it? What is a war game?
It's more of a, I mean, there is the meat of the game is not kinetic warfare in Mr. President. It's
keeping you as a president. That's what it is.
Right. It is a political simulator. So you're dealing with a lot of other things besides just kinetic war, but it is in it. And it depends on how deep you go. Could you get sucked into, a quote unquote forever war in Mr. President, like what happened in real life? And so it's fascinating because I played it not too long ago, actually just about a couple of months ago at the beginning of the summer. I played the 2001 scenario, made it all the way through, and I was surprised, and got reelected, and just kind of ended it there at 2004.
Because you're too nice, Nate. You're too nice.
I was
That's
too
why.
nice. That's right. I was way too nice. But the game starts with Operation Enduring Freedom, the U.S. and the coalition going into Afghanistan, and thankfully, I rolled really well, and the United States had won, or the coalition had won the war quickly, and I immediately got out. We're out. And I didn't want to deal with it. And so I didn't get into any other wars because I had too much other things to do on getting my domestic policy pushed through to win the game. But the game does have, I mean, it's kind of like, what is the game? I think it's in the rule book that says that basically the foreign policy area is where you lose the game and the domestic policy area is where you win the game. And so you're trying to mitigate all of the disasters on the foreign stuff to try to concentrate on the domestic stuff. So I don't know. In some sense, it is a war game. Some sense it's not.
Yeah,
exactly. What are these categories, Mike? Right?
Yeah. Mike said you got to start defining the categories before we put them into the categories. And then I love it. We only have 2 hours for the show, not 2 weeks.
Yeah. One man's category is another man's. Thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
We have our own daylight savings time zone.
I tell you what, I was not expecting. When I played the 2001 scenario, I decided to play it physically. So I set up the board, and the whole table was occupied by Mr. President. And I'm telling you what, I was sucked into it. I kept coming back to it. I would walk by it. I'm like, okay, I could do this next.
There is something about a game like that where you set it up rather than playing it on Vassal that draws you back to it because all the pieces are there. You can see you've got an overall view of what's going on, and it looks good on the table. Yep. So yeah.
I mean, Brian, it doesn't ultimately matter. No, it's just a fun, intellectual thing. But yeah,
it's asking the question: what came first, the chicken or the egg? So
right,
yeah.
There is no answer to that. There's an opinion, but there is no answer.
As we say, everybody's mileage varies. So
now I am tempted to get, now that the Mr. President on Steam is now released 1.0, I am tempted to get it.
I've got it. It does make life easier because you don't have to remember the rules. It remembers the rules for you. But they do. But they do. It's a really good job. It's done a really good job with it. So I bought it when it was early access, just because it was cheaper. It's always cheaper on the early access.
Oh yeah.
So I just bought it then, and I didn't mind if I needed to help with the upgrade because I don't think everything was available when I had bought it.
Sure.
And I think it's all available now. But no, they've done a really, really good job with it. I miss the one thing about, and we can get into this later or whatever in a different show. But the one thing about playing online is I miss rolling the dice.
Mm.
I really love rolling dice, even though the dice hate me. I love rolling dice. I love flipping cards. It's nice that we can play for miles and miles and over oceans and cross countries and whatever.
Nice.
But I do miss the hand rolling the die, getting ready, shaking it, going, okay, I got to get a 6. I got to get a 6. I got to get a 6, and then rolling, and it's a 5. It's just, it's just,
I know I'm bringing it back to Fields of Fire, but there's nothing better than picking the cards and thinking, I need a cover. I need a cover. No. Yeah.
So me and Mike exhorted twice. We ended up exhorting 4 times, but the first 2 times were successful when we exhorted. So we wasted a whole command. Not wasted. We used a whole command to pull 1 more card, and it was successful.
Yeah, I mean, thank goodness for playing online. Thank goodness we can do it. But there is nothing like, for me anyway, actually rolling, as you say, rolling. Oh, that looks a bit rude. Rolling the dice and actually picking the cards and think, come on, rally, or whatever you're looking for. Infiltrate. So yeah. So who's next up? Who's going to pick one?
Why don't you, Ruff? What you got?
Well, we talked about the Vietnam War, and we thought anything after World War II. So why not?
Oh yes.
Oh, the Korean War.
That's
hey, guess what? Guess what has Korean War? What has Korean War scenarios in it?
Yes. Compass have done a reprint of this, have they?
Yeah.
Yes,
they did. Yes.
Didn't they have a few problems with it?
They did. So they're doing it again, but they're seemingly fixing it all.
Oh, what about the people who bought it first time round?
I think there was an update kit.
Right. Good. Yeah. That's good to hear. So this is as is. The only problem with this, the fashion of the day in the 80s, this is 86, the fashion of the day was to have lovely red counters with black writing on them.
Gruff can't see them.
You can't see them. But yeah, it's again, it's got a bit of a biggie map, but yeah.
I heard that it's very, very good in terms of how it plays.
It's Bukowski, Mr. Bukowski,
and he does GCACW.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, that's yes, sorry, we tried to do it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we're gonna. So from now on, it's gonna be 3 Eastern. So we're moving it up so we can have more shows
in the UK. So yeah, good. I'm glad you got to us, John.
Yeah. By the way, Jonathan, I still have my Fields of Fire cards sitting right here from when I played with Mike the other day.
I'm still playing through the first. I'm going over and playing it over the first mission over and over, because every time you put the blooming map out, it's like, oh my god,
man, my goodness, like a drinking game every time Fields of Fire.
I think we need to start. If I didn't have an RPG game going on after this evening, I would probably be drinking, but I have to go drive there, so
can't be doing that.
No. Drive there, and I could do a little buzzing.
What RPG are you playing?
Morrow Project. Speaking of modern, this is actually postmodern. It's called Morrow Project.
Okay.
So it takes place after a post-apocalyptic world.
Talking of which,
I love those.
Yeah, it's really fun. The guy that is running it. He's actually the assistant scoutmaster for my son's scout troop. He actually helped produce some of the modules for it or play test some of the modules for it. So he's having fun with it because he's trying stuff that he always wanted to try with us. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. And so it's me, my daughter, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Eagle Scouts.
Good luck.
Now the Eagle Scouts are all in their 20s. Yeah, the Twilight 2000. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never got into that.
It's because we're used to certain things in war games, and there is war gaming in this as well as RPG. You're not if you're used to war gaming with your maps and counters and things. This might be a bit of a shock. You've got to sort of click your mind around a bit to to get into it. But yeah, it's a heavy box. There's lots in it. Big map, nice map, set in Poland and I think Sweden as well. So you can choose which, because these are a Swedish company, I believe.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wood Triggers.
Hey, Ruff.
Hey, Tweez!
Ruff,
Ruff,
what happened today
in British history?
Oh, you want me to do that? Do you?
Yeah, we're an hour and 6 minutes in already. I can't believe it. We're flying through. This show's
Yeah.
great.
Unfortunately,
We're having fun.
you say that mockingly.
Yeah.
British history. There's not a lot of you guys in this one, just cause it's nothing to do with me, but it's a bit of ancients, and
Oh.
I always like to put a bit of ancients in just so Nate can mock me.
Yeah, you can
my
intentionally
pronunciation.
mispronounce it to trigger me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nate,
just-
I will have to tell you, you'll be proud of me. I finished Suetonius, the 12 Caesars, yesterday, or 2 days
Woo,
ago.
Excellent.
That was a great read. He did a great job with that.
So,
Although
okay.
from what I hear, he had some axes to grind with a couple of them. So
Oh, yeah. Did you?
all right, Ruff, what you got? Pour the
Well, I
wine
think-
and
I
let's
think
go.
also
man.
we need to
I'll
talk
save it
about
for
the
later.
Yeah.
We need to talk about the Odyssey film. No, we
Oh
don't.
God,
No,
don't.
no, no, no.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Right, 1st of August, 30 BC, Octavian, later known as Augustus, enters Alexandria in Egypt, executes Marcus Antonius Antiochus. Is that right so far? Antiochus. Mark Antony's son,
Okay.
and brings the city under the control of the Roman Republic. This is on the Julian calendar, so it's a bit off for ours
Correct.
now. But AD 69, the Batavian rebellion. The Batavians in Germania Inferior, which is now the Netherlands, revolt under the leadership of Gaius Julius Civilis. So far, so good.
The Batavian Revolt.
Batavian revolt, that's the one, or rebellion, as they liked. It depends which side of the fence you're on, doesn't it?
That does.
527, Justinian I becomes the sole ruler of the Byzantine Empire.
Mm.
And then we speed forward to 1620. This is sort of about your guys. There's nothing in between.
Look,
There's
look,
nothing,
look,
there's nothing in between.
Look, this day in 1985.
Yeah, sorry. But it does concern sort of you guys, even though it was us. The Speedwell leaves Delft's Haven to bring pilgrims to America by way of England. The Speedwell was a 60-ton pinnace that carried a band of English dissenters, now popularly called the Pilgrims, from Leiden, Holland, to England, whence they intended to sail to America aboard both the Speedwell and the Mayflower in 1620. The Pilgrims initially set sail in both ships, but the Speedwell was found to be unseaworthy, and both ships returned to England. The Pilgrims later left Speedwell behind and sailed on the Mayflower alone. 1740, Rule Britannia was sung for the first time for the then Prince of Wales's daughter's 3rd birthday. One of the well-known songs. 1750. Yeah, Rule Britannia. You know that one, don't you? Yes. What's next? We go to the 7 Years' War, 1759, the Battle of Minden, an Allied Anglo-German army victory over the French. In Britain, this was one of a number of events that constituted the Annus Mirabilis of 1759 and is celebrated as Minden Day by certain British Army regiments. Sorry about this, but there's no sign of you guys. 1798, the English under Nelson destroyed the French fleet at the Battle of the Nile and Abuka Bay, stopping Napoleon Bonaparte's plans to invade the Middle East. Oh, there's something for you here. 1801, the First Barbary War.
Oh,
The American schooner USS Enterprise captures the Tripolitan Polica Tripoli in a single ship action off the coast of modern-day Libya.
yeah. So we took care. You guys didn't want to take care of it, so we'll take care of it. We took care of the
yeah.
pirates for you.
Yeah, I didn't put in the today's the day we stopped slavery. But anyway, I'll leave that we actually stopped slavery today. 1914, World War I began with Germans' invasion of Luxembourg.
Oh yeah, Guns of August.
Yeah. The same day, Germany and Russia declared war upon each other. And 1936, the Olympics open in Berlin with a ceremony presided over by that Austrian painter. And 1957, the United States and Canada formed the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD. That happened today. And lastly, unfortunately, 1966, the British Empire officially came to an end as the Colonial Office closed its doors and lowered its flag, giving way to the Commonwealth.
What date was that? 1966?
66, yeah.
Interesting.
Lasted a long time, though.
Now, is this true? What Dragonet says?
What's that? Ralph checks his first hand to recall what happened throughout history. First-hand account.
The problem is he keeps.
I'm not as old as Methuselah, I'll tell you. No, I think what it is, Dragon, it's 9 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Lock and load.
It's been down.
Oh, that was the
man.
same year. That was the same year you guys won the World Cup.
Yes, and I remember as a child sitting on the floor in my granddad's flat with my dad watching the match, not really knowing what was going on. But yeah, I remember that.
Oh, Nordic, yes. Pepperidge
What's he
Farm
said now?
remembers. Oh, he just Blue Choicers. No, he just looks.
What's that mean? It's some American thing, isn't it?
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
they're all having a go now. Right?
Yeah, they all started.
Thank you,
Yep.
Michael.
Let's
Yes.
See, that was
they can
the
have a
Nordic
go
that
at me.
brought- that was
Yes,
Dragon
thanks,
X that
please.
actually
Yeah,
started
thank
that
you.
one. It wasn't even Nordic. Usually
Yeah,
Nordic's
that's
the one
right.
we blame for that.
Oh man. We
I
do
can
it
take
all
it.
out of
These
love.
shoulders are broad, you know.
That's right.
Oh, I love you for it. There's nothing you can do about that, by the way.
That's right. Okay, so my book for today is for there we go, is for a book related to this game. So if
Are
you're
you pulling out the
interested-
Max Hastings book?
No,
Okay.
not that.
Does he write
Um,
about Vietnam? Oh.
Yes, really
yeah.
good book too.
Ah.
Really
Yep.
good.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good author. But if you're interested in a book on the Vietnam War, and particularly in what precipitated, like why the Vietnam War began and why it was there rather than somewhere else, this book, Embers of War: The Fall of an Empire and the Making of America's Vietnam. It was a Pulitzer Prize winning book as well.
Was it?
I mean, it's a pretty thick book. So
Now, wait a minute. It's a history book. That means the last 100 pages are all
Yeah,
citations.
Oh,
the
correct.
actual book's only that sort of thick, and the rest of it is like references.
correct. In fact, the book ends on page 714, but the sources go to 801.
Yeah, well, that saves you 100 odd pages, doesn't it?
Yep.
That's right.
Reading a book without any pictures in it.
Yep. But this is all the lead up to the Vietnam War of why the United States got involved in the first place, what precipitated. So this is after World War II, the French come back in, the fall of French Indochina. The British actually get involved in a little bit, and then they pull out. And then the United States begins to slowly but surely get involved in the 50s and then in the early 60s. So I only read the source page. So a lot of really good stuff in this book.
What was the author again?
Who's the author?
Oh, I'm sorry. Frederick, I can never pronounce it correctly. Lodgeval.
Lodgeval.
There you go.
Lodgeval or Lodgeval.
There you go. Sure.
Somebody read it. Somebody's read it here.
Good.
Yeah, awesome.
AAA. Yeah.
Now I do want to also share
Can I just say, emotionally forgotten that people, with the Americans in the Vietnam War. The Commonwealth, Anzac was in so let's not forget those chaps.
Yes,
Well-
they were a part of that too.
Yeah.
Most people also don't know that as part of the U.S. coalition in the Vietnam War, that Francisco Franco sent some troops
Did he?
in
That's
support of the
unusual.
United States in the Vietnam War.
He was anti-communist. That's why.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, there's
Did I-
only about, I think it was like 30 guys, but still,
Well, it's the thought that counts, isn't
it's
it?
the
So,
thought that counts. Yes.
but did I tell you? Have I told you about why Spain is an hour behind us, or in front of us, but shouldn't be?
Okay.
Portugal is on the same thing, and they're sort of the same sort of time as us.
Yep.
But because of that Austrian painter in Germany, they're an hour in front, they're an hour behind. Franco wanted to be like them, and so he actually changed the time zone to fit in with Germany.
Interesting.
And they didn't need to be, because they are actually the same time zone as us.
Interesting. Yeah, it's true, Blue Tweezers. Ho Chi Minh was at the Versailles negotiations after World War I, thinking that Vietnam was going to be getting independence, and they didn't. And so he went to another party. He decided to go to the communists. They were going to give him what he wanted, or at least start to give him what he wanted, to support him. But if you are interested, so outside of the book, if you want some reading material, there's the book. But then if you're also interested in a documentary, which I consider this to be the quintessential best documentary series on the Vietnam War, is from
Bob, behave yourself.
from the late 90s. It's called Battlefield Vietnam. It's 12 episodes. You can see each of them are an hour long. They are fantastic. Maps everywhere. You see where everything is. You get a much broader picture of what's going on and who's involved, the commanders that are involved, the troops that are involved, the vehicles, the weapon systems, everything. That's right. In the Vietnam War. So if you're interested in a documentary series as well that might get you interested in playing Vietnam 1965 to 1975, this documentary series and the book.
I have nothing.
Nate,
I have
can you
nothing
send
on
that
Vietnam.
link to me? Can you send the link to that share through the
Yeah,
private?
put it in the chat.
Straight
Put
up.
it in the chat.
Absolutely.
Don't have a Vietnam game to my name. I'm more interested in the Korean War. So I don't know if there's any sort of historical series you've come across, Nate, about that.
About the Korean War?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go search for it, but I have
All right.
seen.
Cool. Bear me in mind. That's all I'm saying.
I will. Nordic, yes, there's plenty of great World War I documentaries that are in
See,
depth.
I think now we're finally starting with World War One. It's interesting because World War One, and I know we're talking about modern, but when I was listening to so Hardcore History did a thing about it was like the Guns of August or whatever he did for the Armageddon. I think it was Armageddon or something like that. Countdown to Armageddon, I think is what it was, which was World War One. He said that there's a lot of stuff because they haven't translated a lot of the German and the French sources from World War One into English yet, and they're finally starting to do that. So we're finding some more and more sources that way.
Yep.
So yep.
Oh yeah, of course, Bob. There's always going to be biases in documentaries. It doesn't matter who produces it. It really doesn't matter. So yeah, if you find stuff in there, you can just ignore it and see the other things.
That's so true. There aren't many games on the Korean War.
It's called the Forgotten War for a reason. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Now going back to games. So there is one game that I have played, and it's fascinating to look at. It's a Cold War gone hot, but it's produced in the 80s before the fall of the Soviet Union, looking at potentially what could happen. So it's almost kind of like a historical game because it's like a what if what they thought in the 80s as opposed to what we now think of with more sources and more information. And that is the Third World War.
Oh, the big thing.
The big thing from Compass. It has 4 games in it. So Arctic Front, the Battle for Germany, Southern Front, and the Persian Gulf, all in it. You can play each one individually, or you can play all of them together.
I think that was set up, if I'm remembering correctly, at one of the Punch Cons. It's huge.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I'll actually share an image because I played Arctic Front. So I'll share, like, this is what Arctic Front looks like. There we go. So this is Arctic Front. So this is the Soviets trying to take Norway and get out into the North Sea, into the Atlantic for their submarines like that. And really, it's actually not a complicated game, even though, you know, a lot of modern war games are, a lot of hypothetical ones are. But this one actually not too bad. Really fun to play. Oh, wow. That's cool, Blue Tweezers.
Yeah.
So
somebody brought up, and I'm gonna share this out here about the game Defiance, which is a GMT game. I'm gonna pull this up real quick here. So this is basically Defiance, the second Russo-Ukrainian war between 2022 to whatever. And he's kind of asking about how you feel about this. My problem is it's not over with, so I don't know how. I don't know.
Is this the Mark Herman game?
Yes.
Yeah.
My understanding is that game is really encompassing the original part of the war where it looked like Kiev was going to fall, and they turned it around really quickly. I think if I got that correctly, and if Mark ever watches it, he can put it in the comments. I'd appreciate it. I think it just has to do with the initial invasion of it. But yes, E4 Airmen. The one that I recommended, the documentary series, is definitely different than Ken Burns. It's just me. I think Ken Burns is very boring, so I don't watch any.
Yeah, this is the problem. I watched. We discussed last week in the Civil War thing. Ken Burns, I try and watch it. Very educational, but it's as dry as a witch's breast, as we say. If that's not too offensive, I'm sorry, YouTube.
You just got us demonetized.
No, I said breast, not hip.
Man, wasn't expecting that one.
On baseball as well.
The baseball one, I was bored with that one.
And it's like, and I like me baseball. Don't know much about it, but I like me baseball. And the Vietnam one, I think I may have even watched a bit of that. But again, it's the way it's delivered. Maybe it's obvious. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, Nordic.
Yeah,
he's not a historian. So, Ruff, what's your next game?
Well, it's got to be mentioned. We mentioned it briefly, but this series. The only one I'm missing now is the India-Pakistan,
which is almost ready to come out. So, yep. That's actually a really good one too to play for the first time.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
There's no naval at all,
and I've got the expansion that came out recently as well for the series. But yeah, we played it. We played the standard rules, and I know people go, "Oh no, don't play the." But I thoroughly enjoyed it actually, and I love the fact where you have to roll to see if you can retake things because of the civilians trying to retake the thing, and the city, you have to roll it and see if you get Tony's looking blank. Maybe I'm talking nonsense.
No, I'm sorry. I was reading I'm trying to keep up with some of the comments.
Right. Don't worry about the content. The comments only take the mickey out of me. Don't worry about that.
Now,
what's that rule where you have to roll see if you can get back control of it again.
Oh yeah. So basically it's like an insurgent role type thing. So
Yeah.
basically I can't remember what it's called, but it's like if you take over a town, you just don't automatically control it. There's actually you randomly pull a chit. It's like a random chit you pull.
The civilians
And-
get their own back, sort of thing.
Yes. City clearing. Clearing chits.
Yeah.
for clearing. Yeah.
Thank you, please.
I love, and
Yeah,
I need to
it's
play
a
the
cool
advanced.
thing.
I've played so India Pakistan. I've played all the standard scenarios. I have not played the advanced rules.
No, we'll have
But
to
I
do
hear
that.
that's where the game really
Yeah.
shines,
Yeah.
and it's not that hard. I just wanted to play the advanced. I wanted to play the whole box, all the scenarios.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the basic game does help you learn the chits, what the chits do, what the markers are, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, they're kind of fun. The scenarios are
Yeah,
kind of
what's
fun.
We played. Did we play? What's the? Poland
We
one?
did that was Poland. We did a Poland
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah. It
Yep.
was
Now-
fun. Yeah.
Now, one thing I've seen people comment on why they don't like the Next War series is that, well, it doesn't really model modern warfare right, and a lot of da, and they give all these reasons why. And I always sit back and I never comment, but I always sit back and read and think that, okay, one, this is a game that's supposed to be on a hypothetical. So
It could happen. Yes.
but could happen. So we don't actually know how these weapon systems are going to be used until they're actually used. In fact, nobody thought that the Ukraine war in real life was going to bog down to World War I an attrition war until it happened, especially with drones and things like that. It was always expected that in modern war, the war would basically be over in like a week because everyone would have run out of ammunition and everything would have gotten blown up. But yet that's not how real life turned out. So there's really no way to really say this is what modern warfare would look like, especially when each individual game is trying to model a kind of warfare that is very different. Like war in Poland, if it happened, is a heck of a lot different than Taiwan or Korea or India, Pakistan, or even the Iran game. And that's turned out a lot different than what the game modeled. So you kind of just look at it as a hypothetical. It's a game, but it's fun.
Yeah, I mean the Iran one, the war that's happening now happened for a different reason than the box game. It's a different scenario. And to be fair, Mitch is trying to keep up with all the new info that's coming in about what's involved.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's like a leaky bucket. Poor old Mitch. It's a leaky bucket because things keep evolving quicker than you can keep up with them. So look at those games as just a time place thing when you play it, rather than something that's a real, as you say, it's a fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like Thomas said, we're preparing to fight the last war and then we don't know,
Yeah.
That was when we had Desert Storm, Desert Shield. They literally wanted to try everything, every weapon, because none of them had been tried in real combat.
What's this? What happens when I push this button? Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So they got to learn everything and how it worked. And honestly, whoever said Game of Drones, Koy said Modern Warfare is coming down to drones.
It seems
yes
to be.
And no, because drones do have a problem. They can be shot down. They can be. There's other ways to protect against them.
Now, Ruff, what other button should be pressed?
Oh, let me think.
You like that?
No,
segue?
what you should be pushing is the thumbs up there. Smash the like button, please, because we need all the help we can get. We're 3 small, struggling little channels on the immense universe that is YouTube. So if you could push the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to any of us, that's not nice. Just have a go and have a think about subscribing. Push the like button, and if you're watching in the future, please leave a comment. Replay Family, for instance, you can put in the comments just to let the algorithm know that you've watched. So yeah, thank you.
Or
Yeah.
leave
Back to you.
leave a substantive comment. We would
Or
love
leave a comment
the
more than 2
conversation.
words. Then yes, that will probably be picked up easier than 2 words. So yeah, leave a comment.
Now.
Anyway, leave a comment anyway. Sorry.
Now there's another game that I regret not. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That one looks really cool.
not solo-ish though. No,
Some yes, some no. There's some hidden movement on some of the
Yeah.
scenarios.
that's the thing with Vietnam games is the little swines hide in holes and bits and tunnels and God knows what else.
Yeah, the way the war was fought is more guerrilla warfare, so it's
Yeah,
kind of hard to have solo. Okay, what do you got? What do you got, Nate? Here, what's this?
I regret not getting this game because now it's out, at least for the US side. Modern Tactics Afghanistan. It's old school tactical set in modern warfare.
Oh,
There's a British expansion coming out in Afghanistan. Looks really cool. Like Shane Logan did a really cool job on the graphics.
they've always been good though, haven't they? With old school tactical, the maps, and the counters, and that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a tactical person, but yet I saw this and I'm like, it looks kind of cool, you know? And plus
Go on.
there's not many games on Afghanistan either. Should I know people that were there?
Yep,
and
I do too.
So, but yeah, I remember it just, I don't know if, have you guys played it? Or I know you guys played
I've
old
not
school
played
tactical.
any old school tactical at
I've
all.
played old school tactical. I really enjoy it, and a lot of it's because each unit can activate twice. The fun part about it can be soloed very easily because you roll for activation points, and so certain things cost so much to do, and so you don't get to do everything that you want to do. And basically, what happens is who's ever got the most activation points activates down until they don't, and then once they pass the other person, that other person gets to activate it, and it goes back and forth depending on how many activation points you have.
There's another game where you can't do everything you want to do because of the amount of orders you got, and that's Fields of Fire. Cheers.
That is so
God,
true.
That's just
not only the number of orders, but you got to be in communication too.
Yeah. Just
You know,
joking.
so,
Joking.
No,
I'd love to try old school tactical.
I like it a lot on that aspect. I love the fact that it's, and actually, you know who's been doing a lot of
Wayne.
Hey Wayne, how you doing, mate?
a lot. Todd Wardrobe has been playing a lot of old school tactical lately. At least
he's been playing a lot of stuff. No, he's a bit of a tinker. He's playing lots of stuff.
Yes. I don't know if he's quite retired yet. He's close, or he's just about, or he's an empty nester and has nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's probably more because he doesn't look. It's that dressing gown that makes him look younger, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you, there was some kind of questions, and I know Kev talked about the modern tactics. He felt like there were some of the scenarios weren't possible to be won by something by one of the sides.
Oh, right, okay.
So there were some issues with some of the stuff, give or take. Of course, it's always Kev, so you got to take that for a grain of salt of what it is.
What pleases Kev what doesn't please Kev might please me. Let's put it that way, because he's a knowledgeable chap, and what he might see, I might not.
Now
that makes sense.
I'm glad Wayne's here because the next game I was going to mention is
call the cops. What?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Wayne's a cop, so yeah. What are you doing?
Be careful what you say.
That's right. The next game.
We're okay in America here. You're okay to say stuff here. You don't.
That's right. Is a game that I bought. I can't remember how long ago it was, and just because the topic interested me, didn't have anything on that subject, really wanted something on that subject, and so Hey,
Wait,
and
No, he's actually complimenting us. Ralph, you and me, this is
in a passive aggressive way. That's what.
I love
well, he's
that.
bald too, so he has got no hair too,
Oh.
so he's right with
Oh,
us.
right.
I still remember
that
I still remember the one episode when he had the football helmet on for a good long time. But one game that it was actually because of Wayne and his videos that got me interested and eventually got the game and started playing it, and that is called CENTCOM. It's a strategy and tactics. It is the Persian Gulf Wars of 2001 to 2003.
When did that come out?
This is a solitaire game.
Good.
And
when did it come out?
Yeah. This is the March-April of 2026 game.
Oh, so it's a new one. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Jester.
Wait.
But this is so it's a
he's got a win. He's got a what we call over here. Look, what we call over here. He's got a syrup on.
Solitaire game covers both Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom, and you start in Afghanistan with the Northern Alliance and the coalition forces coming in, and you try and take out the Taliban, take out Al Qaeda that's there, but you also have to build up for Iraq as well. And so there's this tension involved of, okay, do I try to finish everything that I can and quote unquote win in Afghanistan and delay Iraq, or do I launch it and try to do both? And so it's a really, really cool game that I really enjoyed. And the game also has optional rules. I think you can extend it to 2005. So yeah, just a really, really neat game.
Again, as Wayne says, a mag game. As you know, my views on magazine games, I haven't had a lot of success with them, but this one you like, yeah?
Yeah, I thought that
it's a weird map. This two separate.
Yep, two different theaters. And but I think they did a good job. The rules are really well written. I think Decision has really stepped up their
who designed that then?
Huh?
Who designed that?
This is Joe Miranda.
I was gonna. You didn't even have to say it, and I was gonna say Joe Miranda.
If in doubt, say Joe. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, Wayne, for that video, because that helped me get the game, and I'm appreciative of it.
I have heard really good things about Dien Bien Phu, the Final Gamble. Really, really good stuff about that. I also have the solo version of the Dien Bien Phu game.
You played a version of that.
I put that. Yeah, I put that on. Is that over here? Yeah, that is over here. Oh, yeah, the Lost Battle. Yeah.
I'm going to have to mute because for some reason at 20 to 10, there's somebody at the door. So hold on.
The Lost Valley. This was the Siege of Dien Bien Phu. So this was really good too. I enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun to play, for sure.
I've heard good things about that game.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Yeah.
I didn't mute that.
I had to buy this box.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's now.
Banned in Argentina.
Much love always, because Tony actually got that sent to me because I wanted to play it, and he sent me a copy through Second Chance Games, and I'm forever in his debt for that because received it, did a playthrough of it. It's a great little game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. My only issue, and it's with all those three games, and a lot of a lot of it. It's the news section or the event section that you have like 4 or 5 events that you have to do at the end of every turn, and a lot of times you get the same events, and you're just like,
that's it. They need to be random events. Need to be lots. I think if it's going to be working, like in Thunderbolt D100. That's what I call a lot. That's nice, you know.
You're welcome, Category Solo.
You've just cost him 40 quid.
I did.
That's actually cheaper than most of the game. Most of the times. Wait, 40 pounds. That's probably about right. That's about $50.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
if it's a good game, then it's
Yeah.
worth it. Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
mean,
think
my
it is.
experience with magazine games, as you know, has not been great. So
Because well, one, because it's solitaire, but also because you have a lot of decision making abilities in the game. There's a lot. I feel there's a lot of replayability. in
yeah, I
it.
mean,
Oh,
the
cool.
ones I
Yeah.
got were solitaire, but must be me. I just like what Anyway,
Yeah. So plus, I mean, Wayne did a brief like playthrough of
I
it.
know.
So
It was a pizza. It's all right. It's not me. Not for
Well,
me.
that's
for
good
my
news
son.
then. That's good news then. Yeah.
No, not for me. For my son.
Oh, okay.
oh, nice, Cardboard Commander. You get to it after vacation. Very cool.
See,
All
that's a
right.
game you could take on vacation. Like if you're going to stay at a place, that's that's a topic. I saw somebody vacation games.
Hmm.
There's a
Oh,
lot
I'll
of
tell you
those.
what I've missed is another modern thing is Panzer Grenadier.
Oh, the modern version because they have
Modern
the
version. Yeah,
they have
modern
the
version.
Arab Israeli
Yeah,
wars
yeah,
if I remember right.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Now there is another modern war game that I got from Decision that first started in the Modern War magazines.
Okay, you guys
Um,
can stop with the spider talk. That's the one thing I do not like.
I love them. I love spiders. They don't
Ugh.
frighten me. I love them
Um,
because they eat all the things that eat my chilies.
Yeah, that's true.
but this game started originally as magazine games, and then later Decision did a boxed version of it. Nordic, I have not actually bought it yet.
Oh,
but I-
oh,
but I
oh!
did. Right? I haven't had time to read anything besides stuff on my dissertation.
Yeah, I was about to say Nate's a little preoccupied with that.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
I missed when you were talking about it in the green room. How's that going?
Oh, it's going very well. Very, very well. Yep.
Completion date?
Hopefully, should be by the end of 2026.
That's ages away. Good grief! Come on, get moving.
December, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months.
I'm just thinking, sort of show wise. That's all.
Oh,
Being
I'll
very,
still- I'll still be here.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Nordic. I figured it would be good. Goldsworthy's always good. But one game that a Modern War game that I got also because of a video that I watched a review. It was the Player's Aid did a review of it, and they
A
walked
review? What's a review?
I don't do them.
Oh wait. That's not. We need to not talk about. Okay, never
yeah.
mind.
So
Right,
we'll
that's
get
a different
sucked
topic.
into.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to
and,
jump on that one.
Red Dragon Green Crescent.
Oh,
And so this is, you see the map. This is from the Middle East onwards and starts after, let's see, it says the time frame is roughly 2024 to 2035.
oh,
And it is like hypothetical strategic level warfare on the high seas and what that might involve. And so I thought, this looks like a really cool game. And I got it, fiddled with it a little bit. And yeah, it's cool. It's very, very cool. And plus, I've never seen a box cover that uses teal as the cover either.
well,
I would feel like it was naval, which looks like that they did do naval on that. So yeah.
Yes.
So.
dirty ocean color. You mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the other one that Tweez mentioned was Enemy at the Gates. He played that at PunchCon. That's another huge. I think it's operational, isn't it, Tweez? But it's you have to grab taxis and buses and move around and all that sort of thing.
Oh.
In Berlin, in Germany. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas, that's right. Breaking the Chains. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
And the
yeah.
South China Sea. I've heard.
Yeah,
of
the South China Sea one. Yes.
and
Yes.
the Indian Ocean region game as well. That I think you can combine them. So, are there any interesting squad-based modern warfare? Yes. So
Yes. Funny you should mention that, Bibu. It's called Fields of Fire. Also, you've got World at War 85. You've got Panzer Grenadier. What else we got, Tony?
ATS has some modern stuff.
ATS. Yeah.
Modern
Even
Tactics
ASL has
Afghanistan.
some modern. If you count, they have some Korean War modules.
Is old school tactical? Yes,
That's
name seems
that's
to
what
get-
modern tactics. That's the modern tactics that
Yep, from
Lee was
VUCA.
talking about. Yep. Lock and load. We lock and load tactical. We totally forgot about that. They have.
No, I
they
did
have the
mention it, but
Falklands.
it's stuck under the load of other games, so I didn't mention
Yeah,
it.
that's over there.
There are a few, Bibu. There are a few.
Fields of Fire is the new lock and load. Yeah, I feel like that it is becoming that for the command post.
It's good. Sorry, and we're going to get boring with it, so we'll have to stop it. Otherwise, we'll lose subbies.
I tell you what though, I love the passion that both of you have for that game series. I just love it. I'm sure everybody has a game that they just fawn over and just love. And I
Well,
love that.
we've got one in common as well. It's the old Atlantic Chase. That's another game that's
Never played it. Never played it. Oh
No,
yeah,
it's
that's
not
right.
for
By the way,
everyone.
let's put this out. So Field Friday extravaganza tomorrow. So Tweez is going to have Colin and Alan on his channel tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll jump up and give Tweez a hard time about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. We're going to heckle. It's not a playthrough, as he says.
No.
He's going to be doing pointed questions to them. Yeah.
No, Coy, you're not the only one. And actually, it's kind of a.
I don't own it.
No, it's not for everyone. It's like Atlantic Chase. It's not for everyone. People don't get it, or they don't like it. They don't. But yeah, once you get your
Perhaps
head
they'll do a
round,
religious game called Fields of Friars.
Thomas, you tinker.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing. I can't believe I keep going back to the game. Like sometimes I'll play a game and I'm like, oh, this is really cool, but then I
Yeah.
find something else. I keep coming back to
It's
this
on
and I
my
keep
table
thinking about
still.
it.
For weeks, because I'll go through maybe even one or two turns. I go, oh no, I didn't do that right. Let's start again. Because
Oh no,
it's
I
so-
won't do that because usually it's
No.
bad for me, and I want to see how bad I can. Hopefully, see if I can.
No,
get
I
out
can
of
see
the-
it's bad because
the-
I'm playing it. Yeah, so. But yeah, it's one of those games where I'll keep playing it and playing it. So yeah, sorry we're going on about it. but,
It's actually, I think, at the printers or just about, if I remember it. I had GMT up here just a minute. Let me pull it up here. But the deluxe edition, I think, is coming out soon. The reprint, that is. I think it's
just
made
Christmas,
the cut.
New Year time, I reckon, don't they?
Probably.
They don't give any. Colin and Andrew don't. They keep stum about it because they don't want to get shot in the
Yeah,
foot.
it's actually in final. It's in art and final development. It's not quite out to the printer yet.
Okay, it's not going to.
But I know it's close. I know it's close. From what Andrew and
you
them were saying.
mean?
I know it's
Yeah, he
close.
said FO Field of Fire 2. That's the one you're playing.
Yes. Oh, Fields of Fire 2.
That's a way off.
Oh, that's way off. Yes, but they are going to be. They are working. I think that's the next project. From what I was talking to them about it.
Field of Fire 3, which is
Okay.
the Brits in
Yep.
Arnhem and Falklands and Afghanistan.
And I'll be
should
honest
be-
with you, Fields of Fire 2 is a mess. It's all
Yeah,
in
I'm
there,
gonna,
but
gonna say how you getting on with it, even though you've played it on your own. You've played it with
oh
Mike.
my god,
Is it
it's
still a
not
mess?
the rules. It's not anything like that. It's just the mission books are a
That's
god
what
awful
Andrew
mess.
was saying. He said that the missions are wrong.
Yeah,
And I want to play it. I want to get my craft across and try and get them before they're
Yeah.
shot to pieces.
it's I haven't got to the point where it's broken, where I'm like, this doesn't make any sense, but it's not organized very well. Where the packages are, where the missions are, it's how like so I have a printout like so this is from Fields of Fire 3, nice missions, everything like all the packages are right there.
There's a couple of little diddly sort of thingies missing on
Yeah.
the deluxe
The problem
version.
is-
but nothing.
Yeah, they have one list of all the packages, and so you're looking at there's like 20 different packages for enemies, and you're looking on the chart, but you got to look on a different sheet with the chart, and then you got to go back to the sheet to figure out which one. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's-
dear, oh dear.
I think somebody
So-
made the word. The chosen missions are unintelligible. That's what I've heard too. Now Andrew's already worked through it, and he says he's kind of made all the corrections and done everything. So now it's that way. I'm really not too. I want to get into Way. I kind of don't really care about Chosen. I want to do Pelelu, and I want to get into Way. Which Urban Combat is its own, and I think what I would do is I would have Andrew with me on the Way.
I think you should, or Colin, one of the two.
Yeah, one of the two. Yeah,
or both. Yeah.
Now,
yeah, I did see. So somebody did a 506, basically a Band of Brothers campaign that they did. You use these cards and everything. They did a really good job with it.
What's that for the first one?
Fields of Fire for the deluxe. Yeah, so it's basically the Band of Brothers, the 506 airborne.
So this is a fan base thing, yeah.
Yeah, but they did. It looks professional.
God bless them. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I know. I can't do that.
Face it, Andrew and Colin were fans that wanted to make this a game. Yeah.
If you're a fan of something and you want to do some changes to it, and you contact GMT, prepare for it. Yeah, go ahead. You do it. Gene. That's how Mitch became the developer of the Next War series. He kept saying, "Hey, we should change this. We should change this."
Because Gene went, "Go on, then.
Go ahead." Yep. You do need the Bulge expansion. Yes. Yep. You do need. Yep.
Oh, Thomas asked earlier about have we mentioned the later games? And yes,
multiple times. Yeah.
The leader games. Yeah, we've got Spruance. We've got
Israeli Defense.
Well, Phantom Leader.
I mean, it's a little bit a hot potato at the moment, maybe, but it doesn't even go near what's going on at the moment.
It's just a game.
It's before that. And I know I got a bit of grief when I started playing Panzer, and it was Ukraine, set in Ukraine with the Germans against the Russians or the Soviets. I got a bit of grief saying, "Oh, you should be playing this." But it was set 50, 60, 70 years in the past, So if IIF is great because the amount of planes you've got prop planes, it goes right through, and you're mixing prop planes with jets and doing stuff. Yes, you are doing what you're doing, but it's not what's going on now. All right.
So there was one game so I've not played any games from the BCS series from MMP, but there was one game there that seemed really, really neat to try as the first one.
Is that the Valley of Tears?
Valley of Tears.
Yes.
War. That looked really cool. That game looks really cool. But I haven't got it yet, but I do like the cover. I think the cover looks kind of cool.
It's a good cover. It's quite expensive. That's the only thing, again, for us people on, retirement.
It's MMP. Their games are expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
and actually talking this out, there's a lot more modern games or contemporary games.
I was surprised how many I've got.
Yeah. I'm like looking here. I'm like, oh yeah, that one's one. That one's one. It's like.
I mean, we haven't mentioned the coin game in the Vietnam War.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's my second favorite.
That's not appeal to me. I'm sorry. I'll play the.
I can see it right on your shelf.
Fire in the Lake.
Fire in the Lake. Yeah.
I'll play the British way because it's sort of light, but they're very small, and it's nice to.
Yep.
A distant plane.
A distant plane. The Afghanistan one. Yep. I mean, you mentioned
I have them all, so I have them all. So yeah.
Cuba Libre.
Yeah, Cuba Libre, Andean Abyss. Somebody had mentioned Andean Abyss, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The Guerrilla generation, which is the newer, smaller.
I've actually got that one because it's part of the small, the
smaller one. Yeah, it's really good.
Small thing. I've got that.
People Power. So People Power, which is the Philippine Revolution.
Yeah.
If you want to do sci-fi, Red Dust Rebellion.
Yes.
Gandhi.
See, Gandhi's Gandhi is 17 to 47. I would not consider, because that's like no, that would be because it's interesting that throughout World War II, there was basically a revolution in India at
Mhm.
the same time as World War II, and you had a lot of the Indian soldiers fighting for the Commonwealth at that time as well. And
Yep.
so it's interesting that it's one of those things when as historians we really focus on a topic, but
Yeah.
other stuff's going on at the same time. It's like trying to get my 8th grade students to understand that during the Civil War, the whole United States just did not stop. Like
Right.
people were moving out west. They were still exploring. We still had the Old West going on. We had Oregon Trail going on during all that time that there was a war going on in the East.
Where
And
they the Oregon Trail where you die of dysentery.
Dysentery. Yep.
In the game.
Yep. Yep. I've seen they've actually remade that, and I'm actually like thinking about picking it up because it looks pretty good. So,
Mm.
so well,
Jonathan,
we're getting
let's go
close to time. I can't believe it. This has been one
Crikey,
of our
it's-
fastest
it's
episodes yet.
Gone.
Now,
Yeah.
we do have an announcement to make. We will have a guest next week.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes.
next week we're doing one next. This is the good
Yes.
thing about doing it at 3
He
p.m.
just made Ruff's day right there.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. 3 p.m. You know, doing the 3 p.m., 8 p.m. Slot means that yeah, we can do more of these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So next week we are going to have Mike Denson on, the designer of the Last 100 Yards series. I've got a confirmation. I'll be contacting him again just to kind of finalize everything this week. But so next week, Mike Denson will be on the command post. We'll be here from 3 to 5. That's our new time, 3 to 5 Eastern. So adjust for your time, class, with that.
That's right.
Next week, a show and a guest. Ruff's very happy on this. Yes.
I'm just happy that we're doing this and it's great. You know, 'cause
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
I
And people
don't know
seem to
why I
enjoy it.
didn't ask you guys sooner, because we literally could have had more shows if I would have said, "Hey, can we do 3
Well,
to 5?"
we've
instead
got
of
80 people watching at the moment, so
I know
it
we were up
it
in the
must
mid
be
80s.
working.
So
And we,
Yep.
thank you. And I'm
Yep.
just going to put up the Facebook page again.
Yep.
Yep.
And
So
if you haven't
not,
liked
if
the
you've not
video,
subscribed,
and
just
subscribe.
subscribe. Here it goes.
But yeah, I was surprised for our show today just how many modern war games that post World War II that I have and that you guys have, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of good ones to choose from.
Yep. And that's not it. We haven't even looked at the modern tactics, it's the strategy and tactics version, but it's the modern tactics, strategy and tactics, and
Yep.
all of those
Modern
are all
Magazine.
modern. Yep, all those are all modern. Now, yes, Christoph, we know.
The thing is, I can do both because I'm that old.
But so what are you guys playing
there's
this
a lot.
upcoming week?
Mhm.
What's going on? What's going on in your channels this upcoming week? What are you playing? Anything fun? Getting prepared for next week show? What's going on?
Well, so me and Mitch have been trying to get together. We finished off speaking of last 100 yards, we finished off our last 100 yard scenario. And we have got access to Combat Commander Vietnam. Speaking of a modern game, we've been trying to play it for 3 weeks now. And every time we get something scheduled, something comes up between our two schedules. So hopefully Wednesday I will have that. We won't be screening that or anything. That'll be just us playing. So I'll be able to talk about that. More of Fields of Fire, both individually and co-op. And I really want to get into Field Commander Robert E. Lee. That's kind of what I would like to get into.
Really? Yeah.
Mhm.
The thing is, I you know me, I like my DVG stuff, but those Combat Commander ones, the
Field Commanders.
Field Commanders, yes.
Oh, you're just burnt because of freaking Rommel. I get it.
No. It's just that they don't. No, they don't. Anyway. Oh, Jules, great to be there.
Hey, nice.
Here, yeah.
My love to Scotland. That's where my
Scotland. Yes.
Kinner here, Dunbarton. That's where
Well,
the
most of my
family's from.
DNA is Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. So
Yeah, you have very little English in you.
about 17%.
Ruff, what's going on with you? What games are you still playing? Fields of Fire? You got any
I
videos
just love
coming
it.
out?
I just love it. I'm sorry I'm not doing too many videos, and people keep moaning. Do some videos,
But you're having fun, though.
but I'm having fun.
You're enjoying your hobby.
And I've got a few unboxings. Maybe I'll just plop an unboxing or something. But I want to get this down. I know I'm still going to make mistakes. I just want to maybe do the first mission as a video playthrough, because I know lots. Tweez has done it and Grantos has done it, and there's lots of interest in it at the moment. But as you know, if you play it, every time you do that scenario or that mission, it's different to the last one. So,
and honestly, take a look at the two. So me and Berticelli have done the same submission. You can watch my solo playthrough and his playthrough.
Yeah, I have.
Even though the cards are the same, everything changes.
Yes, yes, and that's the brilliance of that game. One of the things about that game is it's never the same twice. Because you think, I'm going to start that again because I didn't want to do that, and then you set it up and something else happens. So yes,
I believe.
No, I'm not, Charles. I'm not. No.
All right, Nate, what you got going on? I'm assuming more writing of dissertation.
Yep, more writing. I think if I do pull out a game, I'm leaning towards Thunderbolt again, because ancients.
Well, hopefully in the future, near future, we can get together and maybe do something with that, because
do a team game with that.
Does look interesting.
Mitch Land has actually said he'd join us if we can schedule it. So
again, I know next to nothing about the history of it, but the actual mechanics of the game look really interesting to me. So look forward to that.
Yep, that'll be great for people for teach and play to be able to see the game, how it works. So
put yourself in my place as somebody that knows bugger all, and then you'll have fun.
That's cool.
With these two guys and Mitch.
Yep, we got to get going. I've got stuff to do. But as always, guys, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys, and I look forward
it's been
to it all
great.
the time. So remember, next week, Mike Denson will be on as a guest with us. So that'll be an interesting. I kind of want to get his thoughts on how he came around with Last 100 Yards, because it is a different mechanics of games, and it is fun. It is a blast. So with that, Nate, Ruff, as always,
I just want to say again, as always, thank you so much for supporting the command post. The amount of people we've had today has been brilliant. And as always, we love you.
And there's nothing
you can do about it. Yes.
All right. See you guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.